Through social media, Facebook, Instagram.
Found out about this center on Facebook. Only I have found before only.
साथीले चाहिँ रिकमेन्ड गरेर आयो कि खासमा चाहिँ
I come to know about this through my friends.
Today I'm coming here through the friends and I know lots of things about this Canada.
Just बाहिर थियो हैन यस्तो डिटेल भयो अनि माथि आएर बुझेँ
दिदीले कन्ट्याक्ट गर्नुभएको थियो अनि त्यतैबाट अनि I found the brochure on yesterday, so I contacted them through the brochure.
अस्ति आउँदाखेरि अस्ति थाहा पाएँ.
I came to know about this consultancy through my friend.
Daughter Januray, I came to know about many things.
It was good. Like one-to-one counseling with someone who actually knows about the universities closely. It was a good opportunity also.
Especially Canada को बारेमा चाहिँ नेपालमा त्यस्तो साह्रो knowledgeable people चाहिँ
It was good. अब मलाई रिकमेन्ड गर्नुभएको छ एक दुईवटा वेबसाइटहरू युनिभर्सिटी कोर्सेसहरू म हेर्छु एक्चुअली.
The overall session and counselings are better here and more cooperative and they are helping all out.
सेसनहरू चाहिँ एकदम ठिक लाग्यो, एकदम सेटिस्फाइड छु म. अब एकचोटि घरमा गएर कन्ट्याक्ट गर्नुपर्छ.
It was great, like the counselor, he was really nice. He had lots of knowledge about many colleges and just gave the right college.
It was very helpful. I got to know about the university in Canada, so it was pretty much helpful.
राम्रो लाग्यो. हाम्रो सब कुरालाई हाम्रो डिटेलमा सम्झाउनु भयो अनि सब कुराको गएर राम्रो थियो.
UBC, AUNB, University of New Zealand. Yeah.
हामीलाई केप ब्रेन्डन युनिभर्सिटी भनेर भन्नुभएको छ अनि त्यही
University, UNB college, university, it was a good choice for me.
त्यस्तो कलेजको लिस्ट चाहिँ त्यो गरेको छैन. अब एकचोटि मैले आफैले गर्छु अनि यता आएर बुझेर गर्छु.
Yeah, it's available University of Waterloo, but actually whatever course I am asking, their demand is more tough, so they give me one option for MBET.
कलेज त अब त्यस्तो कलेज भनेर चाहिँ मैले हेरेको छैन. अब युनिभर्सिटीहरूको वेबसाइट चाहिँ दिनुभएको छ, सो हेर्छु त्यसपछि.
चोइसको लिस्ट चाहिँ दिनुभएको छ होइन अनि we still have to do a lot of research on it.
अहिलेको लागि चाहिँ 2-3 अप्सन दिनुभएको छ. CNC, NIC and
Lakeland.
Would you please tell us about the colleges you're representing?
I work with the University of New Brunswick. It is one of the oldest, it is the oldest English-speaking university of Canada, established in 1785. It's a public university and it's located in the beautiful province of New Brunswick, Canada.
Would you like to add some more about the courses that are available?
So UNB has been there for a long time. You have more than 75 undergraduate programs, and we have a graduate faculty for most of those programs as well. Most popular programs with us at UNB are the engineering, the business, our arts program, but especially the Bachelors of Science in Forestry as well, which is one of the most upcoming and high demand programs with us.
So how are you finding the fair so far?
It's been busy. It's been very busy and it's been fun. Nepal is a new territory for us, and I'm really impressed. The quality of students was really high, and I think there's great potential here.
And can you tell us a little bit about what the students' requirements are to apply for Canada?
Right. So I'll just give you a generic idea. For most of our programs, the students need to have at least 75% in their high school, 70 to 75% depending on the program. So let's say if you're talking about arts, a student might be eligible with 70%. If you're talking about engineering, they need to have 85% or so, depending on how competitive the program can be. IELTS is another requirement which always remains the same, 6.5 overall, no band less than 6. However, we have one good news. If a student is from A levels, IB background, or Cambridge background, or Indian CBSE or ISC background, they do not need IELTS in order to get an offer. We can process their applications without the IELTS as long as their English scores are over 75.
And so how was the interactions with the students?
It was pretty good actually. We had quite a few students looking at different programs. We had a few coming in for economics, someone who wants to do business, someone who wants to do only engineering. I think we even had 1 or 2 students looking at the MBA program. Quite a bit of variety. I think students are focused here, and I think if we just keep pushing them, they will have good efforts and good productivity.
And lastly, do you have any words of wisdom for the students?
Work hard, and work harder. It's only one way, and marks. That's what gets you into the most of our institutions. So you need to be focused, and if you need any help, we're always there to support.
Would you please tell us about the colleges you're representing?
Okay, I'm actually from a company called M Square Media. So what we do is we provide local support for those institutions, and we provide support for agents and students locally for each of those institutions. So in total, we are representing around 13 institutions, Canadian institutions. Out of them, 3 of them are universities: Cape Breton University, Nipissing University, and Mount St. Vincent University. Remaining of them are all colleges, and there are like 11 more colleges. So they are spread all across Canada, and they are all government colleges as well.
So would you like to tell us a little bit more about some of these colleges?
Okay, like I said, almost all of the institutions that we are promoting are all government institutions. Okay, and there's a very big advantage for students who are to prefer for government institutions. That is, students, if they are going for only for diploma programs, only government institutions, students from only government institutions are allowed for, are eligible for post-study work visa, right? So that's the biggest thing. Apart from that, geographically, all the institutions, they are spread quite throughout Canada, beginning from the east coast in Nova Scotia to west coast in British Columbia. Program-wise, we have pretty much all the programs that you can name for. You can find it over there in these colleges or university. At this time, we are recruiting for January intake, but most of them will have deadlines by end of August. So it's very important for the students to apply as soon as possible. Even for January intake, they should be starting to apply right now.
And how are you finding the fair so far?
It's really good. We're getting really good flow of students, and especially the students have clear direction, like what they want to do and how they want to do it. So that's really good. And most of them, they are preparing for the IELTS as well. They're first +2 graduates. So it's really good that in general, Nepalese students, what I find them doing is like they wait up until the results are out and then they start exploring for the options. But today I'm finding quite a few students who are actually, while they're waiting for the results, they are taking the IELTS preparations, they are exploring the opportunities. So that's really good.
And what are the students' requirements to apply for Canada?
Okay, in general for undergraduate program, if you are going for university, it's very important for you to have at least a first division score. If someone doesn't have a first division score, then in that case they'll most likely have to go through college and go through diploma first, and after a couple of years they can go into university and continue and finish up the bachelor's degree from there. So first division is quite important, and then IELTS wise for undergraduate 6 each band is quite important. For postgraduate or master's program, typically first division is bare minimum. Without first division score, you will not be getting a master's admissions. IELTS wise, normally you would require 6.5, nothing less than 6.
And how was your interaction with the students today?
Oh, that was really good. Like I was telling you earlier, because most of them were quite prepared, right? Sometimes you find in a place market students who are not really sure about what they want to do or where they want to go. But most of the students I met today, they pretty much had their vision, like what they want to do it. So it was quite easy, in fact, to some extent, to relate to them and to explain it to them.
And lastly, do you have any words of wisdom for our students?
Wisdom, it's a very strong word, wisdom, but what I'd like to say is, 2 things I'd like to say to the students. First, do your research. Yeah, definitely you'll need to hear from people like myself or from the agents who definitely will know more than them because they have more experience in this. But at the same time, do your research from your own part as well. Try to cross-check the information that you have received, okay? And try to learn as much as possible about the institution, about the programs. Sometimes the program, by the name only you might go for that program, but actually what that program offers from inside might be totally different. So it's very important for students to do their own research as well, apart from taking advice from experts. And second thing is, do not try to cut corners. Try to meet all the requirements. It's very important. Okay, just like don't try to look for options